What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Fat Bass TV. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Jack. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about some flipping. Now, I had to comment, and I can't remember who sent it. I'm sorry, I didn't save it, and I tried to go back and find it, and I don't know. But anyway, I had someone comment on one of my videos and ask how I get around flipping, or it doesn't matter, flipping, casting, it doesn't matter, with the favorite whitebird. Let's see if I can get this thing around without knocking everything off. So it's the favorite whitebird. How I get around using this rod with braid and a leader, and I'm going to show you how. Anybody who's used this rod knows that on this rod, the last couple of guides are those kind of micro guides. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it. If this thing will focus. Whoops. There, I'll tell you what. Let's pull it back over here. Like so. Like that. Stay, boy. Alright. Excuse my rod, it's a little dirty. But as you can see, these last few guides are like the micro guides. So everyone knows when you use a rod with micro guides and you tie your fluorocarbon or mono leader to your braid, that knot, it'll come through, but when you cast, it doesn't go out very well. I'm going to show you how to get around that. So, I'm rigging this thing up for the spawn for bed fishing. It's right around the corner. It's only, a few weeks away here in the south. Depending on the weather, it may be 2 weeks, it may be 6 weeks, I don't know. But I'm getting ready for it. So I'm trying some new, I'm stuck. I'm stuck everywhere. Alright. So I'm trying out some new line. I made a mess right here. So the only local tackle shop, I have some other local tackle shops, but the closest one is Bass Pro. And I just went by there just to see if they had the line. Most of you guys that have been watching my channel a while know that I like Power Pro Braid. And they had Power Pro Braid, they just didn't. Power Pro Braid. There we go. They had it, they just didn't, they only had it in moss green. And I didn't want moss green, I wanted yellow. So I found this. I've never used it before. I'm gonna try it. See how it performs. And I'll let you guys know. If it sucks, I'll tell you it sucks. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. So I got it all spooled up. And there's a reason why I went with yellow. When you're fishing a bed, it's just as important to see your line as it is to see your bait. Boy, dang good. Let me move that around. So when you're bed fishing, it's just as important to see your line as it is to see your lure. That's why I went with the yellow. But you don't want the fish to see your line. And as a lot of you know, I like to use almost every one of my rod and reels have braid with a leader. And in 2018, I started dabbling with it a little bit in 2017, but in 2018 I'm going to try this a lot and just to see how well it works. But as you can see, there's my yellow line. And what I do is I take this is a big fat Sharpie, and I take and I cut a slit right in the middle, just big enough for my line to go through. And there's the yellow, and as I pull it, it turns black. You can't see it. And I do that for 3 or 4 feet. There's my hook and weight. We're going to try that and see. Now, if you want to use a leader, here is another way that you can get around that. Is I take, and I had this already set up for that reason, because I like to use bobber stops anyway. But I put two on there, not to hold the weight, but as a reference point. So with the 2 bobber stops, once you tie your leader, your fluorocarbon to this line, if you take your bobber stops and you just separate them just a little bit, put a little bit of a gap, put a little bit of a gap between them, as you're reeling up to where your connector knot is from your fluorocarbon to your braid, that bobber stop, that first one, will not let it go through the guide. And if it does, the second one guaranteed will stop it. So you'll know something's wrong before you cast. Take you, I don't know, 3 or 4 foot of whatever fluorocarbon you want to use and tie it on there. And that way you don't run the risk of your knot getting caught up in the guides. That bobber stop is a reference. So when it hits that guide, you know, hey, I'm at the knot. So you can just stop, and then you got 3 or 4 feet to cast with. Alright, so I hope this tip helps you guys. I hope it helps you have more confidence in braid, and if not, I hope it helps you cast your leader a little better. And I was running into the same problem. I would get frustrated because I'd reel it up, and I'd get ready to cast again, and the knot would get caught up in the guides, and I'd either backlash or my lure wouldn't go where I wanted it to. It got a little aggravating. So I come up with this method. Hopefully it helps you guys. I like to pass what I learn on to you. That's the whole point of this channel. I know I don't do a lot of tips, but as I think about them, I do. If you have any other ones that you're having a problem with, drop a comment and let me know. And if I have a solution for it, I'll do a video and let you know. If not, I'll try it out and come up with a solution. So I appreciate you guys watching. Like always, that subscribe button's right there in the corner. Hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Keeps this channel going. See you guys tomorrow.